Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where I hope you don't hear the absolute banger of a party that my downstairs neighbors are having. There is a good amount of news that we're going to cover, so let's get started with some lighthearted news first, and then we'll get on to the bad news. I promise that at the end of the video, if we all make it together, we're going to watch a funny dog video. Alright, we'll bounce between the JP and the English news, but we are starting off with a friendly reminder that the Bushiroad strategy presentation is Monday at March 8th. By the time that this video goes up, the pre-stream and the main stream will be up on the channel. Those links will be in the description as well as the pinned comment below. I talked about it last week, but super quick, the pre-stream is where we make educated guesses about what series might come to Weiss Schwarz, and the main stream is where we watch the strategy presentation together. It's a rip-roaring good time. Alright, I'll see y'all there. Over on the Bushiroad Global Online Store, we have some FGO playmats up for pre-order. That is all fine and dandy, but those Maid Dragon playmats got me acting up. That's some real awooga shit, if you know what I mean. That's gross. I'm sorry. I'll cut that part out. Look at Build Divide. They're using recycled art from Weiss Schwarz. Losers. Meanwhile, over on Casually Precious Memories channel, look at Weiss Schwarz using recycled art from Precious Memories. Losers. All right. So remember in this video where we talked about the Mushoku Tensei PR packs, and I said that this is a good move for Bushiroad. By adding PR packs into the game, there is now a higher chance that we'll be getting cards that are tournament exclusive from the Japanese side of the game. One big example of this that I gave was the Hololive production PR packs that were given out during the Hololive Trading Card Game Festival. Those PR packs had climaxes featured in the booster set and the trial decks as overframe rares and full holos. They were really nice. So I was kind of right. Weiss Schwarz in English is using the system of PR packs for Hololive. That's what I called. I wasn't expecting this. From Bushiroad, introducing the Hololive Production Special PR Pack. To commemorate the release of Hololive Production, all tournament stores will receive new exclusive special PR packs for promotional use. Each Hololive Production Special PR Pack will contain 2 cards, one normal and one parallel foil, featuring the talents of Indonesia 1st Generation and 2nd Generation, and English, Myth, Council, and Project Hope. Play with your favorite VTubers as each card will have the same effect. If this card is in the middle position of your center stage, this card gains 2k power, and on play, drop search. Please check with your local tournament stores to find out how you could get your hands on these exclusive cards. Bushiroad, you've outdone yourself. Would still like those overframe rare climaxes though. That'd be kind of nice as well. Like honestly, I was not expecting this. I did think that we would be getting some sort of extra booster set featuring like the international groups from Hololive Production. This wasn't in my bingo card. This is still pretty nice. That extra booster set idea is still on the table for you, Bushy. Oh, sorry. You want more Hololive news? Here you go. It's been announced that the Hololive Premium Booster Set is going to be released outside of the Hololive Super Expo. You can purchase a booster box at the Super Expo on March 19th and the 20th, while the outside release is going to be on June 3rd. The set is going to contain all the generations in Hololive, minus the dudes. This is going to contain 53 cards and 106 parallel rares. There are 53 HLG rares and 53 SP cards. There are going to be 4 cards per pack and 6 packs per box. That is right, this is just an extra booster set, but it isn't as well. If you're using the previous premium booster set, which is the Bang Dream one, there is going to be a high rare per pack. I'm curious to see if the SPs are signed cards or stamp cards, because the Bang Dream Premium Booster Set, those are stamp cards, but when we get that information, I will sure to let all of you know. Sup, it's Lunchbox from the future. I was editing it, and yes, they are stamped cards, not signed cards, but they do look hella nice though. There are also some really weird cards in this set, specifically power-wise, and I will be doing a full video about these cards closer to the release date because there are still some questions that are kind of unanswered. Are we having fun? This is great. This whole YouTube video, we're all, vibing together, we're having a great time. Let's get to the bad news now. English Weiss Schwarz has announced that the following products have received delays because of the global shipping crisis. Data Bullet Supply Set has been delayed from December to April 15. Fate Grand Order the movie is moved from June 3rd to June 17, and the one that hits the hardest, Tokyo Revengers is going to be released on July 29th. As a result, the series is no longer being released simultaneously with the Japanese edition of Tokyo Revengers. So yeah, 2 months Tokyo Revengers have been delayed. 2 months. Oh, speaking of release date, I don't think I mentioned it. Danmachi is actually coming out on July 15. I don't think I ever brought that up, but July 15, Danmachi is coming to English. Okay, back to Tokyo Revengers. This really sucks for the people that purchased the English edition of Tokyo Revengers with the expectation that they will be getting it in May. 2 months is a long time, especially thinking that they were gonna be getting it as a simultaneous release with the Japanese. There's no need to purchase like import fees for the Japanese booster boxes because I could just go to my local game store and support my local game store and just purchasing the English edition of Tokyo Revengers. Plus, I could read my cards. I'm still under the impression that simultaneous releases are still a great thing for the game, but we need to have a simultaneous release first. Honestly, this kind of gets me worried for Attack on Titan. Moving on to the collector aspect of Weiss Schwarz, Collecticon was last week, at least I think that's what it was called, and someone there was breaking the street date and selling Mushoku Tensei trial decks. Someone actually pulled the SP and posted it on social media and on eBay. Okay, so do not break street date. You can get a lot of people in trouble, like a lot of people in trouble by breaking your street date. That's pretty much the whole lesson of the story. Stop breaking street date. All right, so now we're going to talk about the big story of the week. There already has been a lot of people talking about this, and we're not going to focus too much on like the drama aspect of this incident, but we still gotta talk about it. There has been a cheating incident during Bro 2021. You could read the whole statement by Bushiroad in the link below, but pretty much a player who had a high placement in the tournament was caught cheating. I won't show the video, and I don't want to talk about the player because I want to talk about the implications that this has towards online play and kind of like the people's reaction towards online play as well. What happened is awful. Let's get that out of the way. But we should not completely write off webcam play. Playing through Discord feels a need for some players to be able to just play the game. I get countless comments and people in my live stream chats saying that they don't have a local shop where they're able to play a game. And one of the rebuttals to this is that they just build the locals. Like, it's that easy. Building a locals is not easy. There are a lot of factors going into it, and one of those factors is a monetary investment through the game stores. Most game stores do not want to carry Weiss Schwarz or want anything to deal with Weiss Schwarz because of the financial incentives for Weiss Schwarz could be small in certain areas. Take example, Southern California. We have a lot of Weiss Schwarz shops because there is a high population density. Our interest and demand for pop culture is more on a global scale, and we have a large Asian American population as well. This can't be said for, like, let's say New Hampshire. Sorry, y'all, New Hampshire is like the first state that came to mind. I didn't mean to roast y'all. More importantly, having webcam matches does lower the barrier of entry for Weiss Schwarz. Instead of learning how to play the game by going to a game store and hoping someone knows how to play, you could watch either me, the Clock Tower, Strictly Broken, and just watch some matches, jump into a Discord call with a person that is willing to teach you how to play, all in the comfort of your own home. I don't know about y'all, but I hate going outside. The Civil War happened outside. Now, some people have issues with the online format as a large-scale tournament, specifically a tournament. For that, I am less concerned about the people who have locals and are able to travel to areas where there are tournaments, and more concerned about the people who do not have a locals and are not relatively close to areas where they hold tournaments. With online play, anyone is able to enter. There is no getting a hotel. There's no driving. There's no food costs. None of that. There is none of that. It's just you, your deck, and your webcam. That sounded really weird if I mispronounced the word deck. Having online tournaments allows players who are typically not able to participate in IRL tournaments able to participate. One thing that I've seen being kicked around is that not make the prize support for online tournaments that enticing, but it was a PR card for Bro. Although seeing how the collector's market just eats up anything that is gold stamped, Yeah, it's understandable. I don't think that's the way to go because people that play online are still players and should still be valued as players, regardless if they play IRL or online. By not giving the same amount of prize support or even like near the same level of prize support as an IRL tournament, we're objectively telling people that play online who are not able to get hotels, not able to drive out, that they are less important to the game, which is obviously not true. And from what I've seen, the people who want to completely get rid of online tournaments are the people who have the privilege of having a locals and living in an area where Bushiroad always hosts a tournament. We need Discord matches to stay. There are some kinks that we need to work out, and for example, in my channel, before every match on our live streams, I have my opponent count out their deck, and then I do the same. This is to make sure that we're playing with a full deck and there's no cards being cut. I think that if we normalize this process during online plays, such as keeping your hands on the screen, playing in a well-lit room, etc. and all that, we can curb cheating. If you already have a locals and don't want to participate in online tournaments or online events in general, that's fine. That's your prerogative. It's totally valid, understandable. But we do have to be considerate of the people who do not have a locals and are not able to travel or partake in large-scale tournaments in person. So with that, thank you all for watching. See y'all next week. Here's your dog video.